Hello, everybody. So here is the next video. And it's been a week since the last conversation that we've had together. And today I want to talk to you about where the AI opportunity is. If you're like me, you see this huge gold rush that we're entering into right now. And so many people are trying to make it work, trying to start their own AI business. Some are working, some are flopping. The space is moving so fast. And what's the sustainable option is the question that keeps coming up. It comes up for me a lot. I'm thinking to myself, hey, what is a sustainable way to take advantage of this that's not just going to get made obsolete within the next 3 to 6 months? People I talk to are afraid of the uncertainty, right? They're worried that whatever they do is going to be completely and utterly obsolete in the next few months because just of how fast things are going right now. To illustrate this idea, I tried building a business using different workflow automation tools, if you're familiar with those, like N8N and Make.com. If you were around in 2025, 2024, that was all the hype. That was the big hype. There were all these AI automation experts that were crawling out of the woodwork, claiming that they're going to save you time, give you an AI receptionist, and make your life a living heaven. But here's the problem with that. After Claude Code came out, it completely automated that job. And it just became a bunch of button pushing, which anyone could do, and companies could do it themselves. But hey, I mean, I was part of that crowd, so who am I to judge? I'm definitely not judging because I was one of those guys. I was one of those dudes who were buying the courses, watching the YouTube videos, and spending all this time building these kind of workflows in these tools. And here's the problem with that. And I expanded on this last video, but when AI gets better and better, the cost and the barrier to doing technical work and fulfillment and execution is actually pretty low to the point where it's going to get to zero. So what do? Well, how do you win this? Do you continue to try and race against AI and try to come up with something better than what AI can do just to be replaced within 3 to 6 months? I don't think that's sustainable, which goes back to the beginning of what I wanted to have this video about, which is there is a premium that is placed on humanity, on humanness, on human content, on human building, human art, human everything. So how do you monetize that? Well, it's how we've been monetizing it for a long time, how consultants monetize it. It's through the judgment layer of things, not the button pushing. What that means is you will get paid for your expertise, experience, and unique perspective on a specific situation, whatever that is. Everyone's unique. They have their own set of experiences which give them a different view and angle on the situation. And sometimes that view is valuable, and sometimes businesses or people will pay for that view. In my case, I've spent around 7 years in small software companies as well as big enterprises. And I've been in sales, so I've worked with hundreds of businesses to help solve critical business problems across many different industries. And I've seen patterns and know typical bottlenecks, why they exist, and how to fix them. You'd be an idiot not to recognize the patterns. It doesn't take a genius to do that. It just takes time and repetition and experience. That's my next thing to try. I want to sell my expertise more than I'm selling technical button pushing, for lack of a better term. Because to be honest, we said before, most people can do that. Now, if you're in a similar position and you're wondering, hey, is your expertise going to be good enough? Because I won't lie, the thought came to my head where, hey, is someone actually going to pay for this? Is this something that people would be interested in putting their money on the line for? Is remember this. If you're even just a little bit further ahead than the people you're trying to serve, then you're good enough and they'll pay you for it. It's like a personal trainer at the gym. The guy doesn't have to be a bodybuilder to train you if you're fat. He just has to be like in better shape than you and know how to do the exercises and kind of put the diet plan together and keep you accountable. So bear that in mind. And also bear in mind this. There are a lot of idiots out there. And what I mean by idiots is people who don't ask themselves these sort of questions like, hey, am I good enough? Because they're overconfident. Being smart makes you second guess everything, and that gets you overthinking, and then that gets you paralyzed, and you get stuck in analysis paralysis. Conversely, on the other side of things, a dumbass doesn't overthink things. A dumbass doesn't ask themselves those sort of questions. They just move forward and then they take action blindly, and they really believe that what they're doing is the shit, which may or may not have any basis in reality. That's why you see people who are dumber than you making a lot more money, because they don't have those inhibitions. Hey, if you're one of those smart people and you think that way, then chances are you're actually already probably good enough. And as mentioned, I'm trying to capitalize on this opportunity. Between now and 2030 is the AI gold rush. That means trying to find the winning combination as quickly as possible. I can't afford to be too smart, right? Gotta dumb down. And you can either play it safe at work and hope you won't be displaced, which, if you think about it, isn't really playing it safe. Or you can upskill yourself, keep yourself up to date on the developments happening out there, keep your eyes open for a lane to open up where you could start a business or get into a field that will be rewarded during this period. So that's all I had to say to you guys today, and thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Cheers.